Hello from the Elmwood Avenue studio in Los Angeles, California. It's Tommy Dickey for Triviamatic. Boop, 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 boop. That's me. Hi guys, welcome to the Friday Night Trivia. I'm your Friday night host, and if you do not have the Triviamatic app downloaded yet, do that right now. App Store, Google Play, have at it. Trivia MATIC, which you, I'm sure, are seeing on the page you're on, that spelling. Get it downloaded while I am gabbing for the pre-show. Yeah, that's right. I'm Tommy Dickey. I'm an actor and a math and physics tutor here in Los Angeles. And sometimes, host fellow. Let's make sure the live stream's going. It is. And that is my Instagram handle in the corner there if you want to follow me, stalk me, whatever you want to do. And my Venmo as a sort of a tip jar. But also, tonight's charity is, there's a little red banner here, NAACP.org. Go to that website, and there's a clear donate button, and I encourage you to go for that. Black Lives Matter. Here's how it's going to work. You got your app. You got your phone and the app on the phone. If you don't have it downloaded yet, this will still be relevant to here. And on that app, you're going to play the trivia. And you're just going to play it, answer the questions. The questions will be written there. The answers will be written there. Answer options, not the answers. That would be silly. And you could play this without me. I'm sure most of you know already, though, that how this works. But I still want to tell you how it works. So my function is just to add spice and flavor and fun and community to the event. So that's me. The arc of the trivia will be 5 rounds. The first 4 rounds are multiple choice. The fourth is a little different, but basically multiple choice. And then the 5th round is not, but we will get there when we get there. And with each question, there's like a little bit of time during which I'll, try to spice things up a little bit. I'm going to give you a movie recommendation for every round, maybe a dad joke for every round, and I'm going to go back to having a little bit of a teeny quarantine share at some point in each round. And if there's anything you want to say to the community, put it in the chat. And I will be the usual man behind the Triviamatic curtain. John Chinesky is his computer is having a hard time, so he won't be writing as many things in there. But when there are things that need to be written, I will hopefully have the bandwidth to do so, like putting the game code in there. So, hi Craig, and then Andrew. I still don't know who Andrew Slickowitz is, but he's got the game code already. He's on it. I don't know how you have that magical power of knowing that, but I guess I don't have to type it in. There you go. Is there anything I missed? I made a little post-it, so I don't miss anything. And it's asking you for the game code. It's coming up. If you're sitting there going, what's the game code? You're not behind. You're not supposed to know that yet. It's all good. It is all good. We're going to get you that game code in just a second, and then we're going to play. Cool? Any questions? Put them in the chat. Okay. I'm going to take my name away just because, it's a lot of noise. And here it is. Here's the deal. I'm going to get it going on here. I man this. When the page turns, that's me doing it. Boop. Game code. As written. 343-405. If you don't know where the chat is and are not already seeing that game code, I'm telling you. 343-405. So cool that I'm mirrored, so it unmirrors the mirror, and I can read it forwards when I do that. It's crazy. It's like a non-mirror. It's just like when I point to my left, it's to the right. It's very strange. Okay. I'm looking at myself more than I should be. All right. So I'm going to hit the start button. Are we ready? Boom. Boom. Okay. Round 1. History, mystery. As always, it's always references to this date in history. Today, that is June 19th. Today is the 19th of June. Let's start with 8 questions about events that occurred on June 19th of years gone by. Happy Juneteenth, everybody, by the way. Which I had not heard of until this year. Why was Juneteenth buried from the collective conscience of America? Conscience of America. Conscious. Oh, I should know. Anyway, I'm sure that a lot of people knew about it, but I didn't. And I blame myself a little bit, but mainly the world for not knowing about that. Okay. I mean, I knew about the emancipation, but like the date itself, didn't know about it. Question 1. We have a good Juneteenth to you. This day commemorates the freeing of slaves by Union General Gordon Granger in what city? The future home of the worst natural disaster in U.S. history. And clarification, we acknowledge this, that this was written, more condensed form. Gordon Granger, it wasn't the freeing of the slaves that day. This was the 2 years delayed informing to the slaves that the freeing had already been approved. What a moment. What a 2-year moment that was. Answer options. They're all in a different order for everybody, so I am going to just sort of read them, and I'm going to randomize my ordered list here because the answer is always at the top on mine. So I can't just read them in order. Oh, we're basically out of time. Not reading them this time. Okay. And that's right. The answer is Galveston. Best estimates put the loss of life from the 1900 Galveston hurricane at 8,000. That is a lot of lives lost. There's always a little fun fact. Sometimes I'll read it early. Anyway. Okay, let's look at our leaderboard, see how we're doing. So, we have at the top here, Garrus Vicarian, 48, Game Show Craig, 46, well done, and F-Bomb, 45. Hey, Stephanie Eckross, 43, well done. Okay, question 2. In the first ever baseball game on June 19th, 1846, the New York Baseball Club, what a creative name, huh? Defeated Knickerbockers 23-1 in what city across the Hudson from Manhattan? Is it Teaneck, Cooperstown, Yonkers, or Hoboken? I'm going to squeeze out squeeze out a wee quarantine share. I bought a tent this week. This is the most boring of my quarantine share updates. But isn't it cute? I bought one in the mail on the Amazons. And it came and it had the bottom, they're called bathtub tents is the name of it, when you have a tent where the bottom's like a tarp. But I was just like, I get the point in terms of preventing rain, but I live in California and it's weird and gross to lie on. So I got a new one. Okay. Good story. And the answer is Hoboken. That's right. Lost in Yonkers is a Pulitzer-winning play. Lost in Teaneck is every day trying to get around a backup on the turnpike. It's a funny joke. Some of the fun facts are kind of like humorous tonight. I've never seen or read Lost in Yonkers, and I should. There's also a movie. Richard Dreyfuss? Didn't see it. Leaderboard. We have Garrus Vicarian, 93, holding the lead over F-Bomb at 89, and Jennifer Michael at 88, and Crossword E's at 87. A tight top 4. Question 3. The mighty USS Arizona launched on this day in 1915. She had a decorated career before being sunk in which major Pacific engagement that ushered the United States into World War II? Is it Midway, Pearl Harbor, Coral Sea, or Okinawa? Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to check something under my desk. I'll tell you what in a minute. I'm not hiding anything under there, but I had to change charger cords to a short one for my old phone that I like to use for my little silly sound effects I started playing with last week for like canned audience laughter. Just seeing how my hair's looking. Oh, my friend said you're cute. You're very sweet, Sue. Thank you. Oh, answer is Pearl Harbor. By the way, the movie opened on May 25th, 2001. The Pearl Harbor National Memorial floats above, but does not touch, the remains of the Arizona. It's just called Arizona. It's a state. I assume that's what, a river, the Arizona? That was being funny. Okay. Leaderboard. We have Garrus Vicarian, 139, F-Bomb, 132, and Game Show Craig up into third, 122. Close one. And question 4. Today marks the 1978 debut of what would become the world's most widely syndicated cartoon, starring a lasagna-chomping fat cat who shares a name with what 20th POTUS? Is it Roosevelt, Wilson, Garfield, or Arthur? I know this one. I'm guessing that this will be correct from most of you. This is my glass of choice tonight. How fun is this? How fun is this cup? It's good, isn't it? I like it. I don't know where we got it from. And, oh, my friend says she's winning. Which one are... She's F-bomb. That's right. Farah, you're F-bomb. Here's the thing about this wine. This is... I'm going to take a sip and then tell you what it is. It's the same wine that I opened last week. Garfield is the answer to that one. Garfield also loves coffee, yet is also prodigiously lazy. My kind of pet. I missed me some Garfield. That was fun. Next up, cool leaderboard. Oh, F-bomb, you're down to second place. Sorry about it, but yay, Garrus Vicarian. Who are you? Name yourself. 180, F-bomb 177. Way to go, Farah. You're a friend and you're wonderful, and I cheer you on, but also cheer on Garrus Vicarian, who I look forward to knowing. And Game Show Craig, one of the other Triviamatic hosts. Way to go, bud. 168. Next question, number 5. Happy birthday to Zoe Saldana. The action star appeared as Neytiri in what 2009 James Cameron sci-fi epic, whose name is also a term for a geographic representation of a user? Is it emoji, amiibo, avatar, or meme? Hint, the movie opened on December 18th, 2009. You already knew the year. I'm just gloating with my knowledge of release dates. I'm such a nerd. What was I gonna... Ooh, let's do quarantine share. Okay, so last week was my first week with a haircut. But I neglected last week to show you the progression. These pictures are sideways, and I didn't know how to make them straight up because they're right side up on my computer. But this is my before haircut picture. Just turn your heads to the left, huh? And my during haircut picture, tempted to pause there. And then after, I was also tempted to make a beard out of the remains. Didn't do it. Okay, moving on. Answer was Avatar. If you missed that, God bless you. Avatar held the gross receipts box office record until being passed in 2019 by Avengers Endgame. That is, to be clear, only worldwide box office. Domestic, Star Wars Episode 7, or it's just called Star Wars The Force Awakens, is domestically at the top, followed by Endgame and then Avatar. But yeah, I'm not saying anything's wrong about this. I'm just adding extra information because I enjoy doing that. I keep doing that. Leaderboard. Let's see who's leading. Garrus Vicarian, 226 over F-bomb 212, tied with Game Show Craig, 212. So I've never met Craig, but hi, Craig Reed. We've sort of just, virtually learned about each other. He made a fun image for me today. I should have made it a background. But follow me on Instagram. It's my story. He made like a little... I need to keep moving. I'll tell you about it in a minute. Okay. Question 6. Lyricist Jerry Goffin died on this day in 2014, responsible for hits including One Fine Day and Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow. Who was his co-writer, whose body of work forms the basis for the hit Broadway musical Beautiful? Is it Stephen Sondheim, Carole King, Bernie Taupin, or Sarah Bareilles? Good luck with that. Craig made me like a little flyer thing to pop on social media, and it's cute. It's fun, and I appreciate it. I'm gonna allude to my round 1 movie recommendation and then tell you more about it later. I'm gonna do all 90s tonight. I used to do decade by decade, but I'm gonna start with Dave and tell you about Dave later because so many from the 90s. Answer was Carole King. Tapestry was Carole King's second album, which includes the hits It's Too Late and I Feel the Earth Move. Cool. Leaderboard. How we doing? Garrus Vicarian, 250. No, F-bomb, 256. I swear it just switched. F-bomb, way to go. 256. Garrus Vicarian, 250. So tight. Crossword Eve, 244. Jennifer Michael, 224. Game Show Craig, sorry about it, 212. And booyah. Question 7. On this day in 1586, colonists abandoned the Roanoke colony which was established just a year before on the orders of what explorer, who spent much of his time searching for the legendary El Dorado? Is it Walter Raleigh, Vasco da Gama, Hernan Cortez, or Francis Drake? Dave, y'all, Dave, so good. This is where Kevin Kline plays not only a guy named Dave, but also plays the president, because he just happens to be a guy that looks identical to the president, even though they're not related. And the president has a stroke, and like the White House is trying to cover it up. So they discover that there's a guy that looks just like the president, and they have Kevin Kline as just this guy named Dave pretend to be the president. And he like falls in love with the president's wife. It's one of the best romantic comedies ever. The answer was Walter Raleigh. If you got that, I'm proud of you. It wouldn't be until 1607 when the first permanent English colony would be established in Jamestown, Virginia. Leaderboard, leaderboard. Garrus Vakarian, 295. F-Bomb, 256. And Crossready's 244. Garrus Vakarian took a commanding lead. But all commanding leads are vulnerable. Question 8. Last question of the round. Julian Assange requested asylum in 2012 at the London Embassy of what South American country whose provinces include the biodiverse Galapagos Archipelago? Is it Colombia, Peru, Chile, or Ecuador? This fun fact does not give away the answer, so I'm going to read it now. The remote Galapagos Archipelago, it's hard to say this quickly. Archipelago, yeah, is home to 56 species, 27 of which are only found in the Galapagos. Wow, cool. Yeah, so I was born in 1981, and not to give away my age, and I, blossomed as a human in the 90s, and so a lot of my favorites are from the 90s, so I'm doing all 90s tonight just to catch up. Answer is Ecuador. Already read the fun fact. So leaderboard, we have Garrus Vakarian, 343, F-Bomb, 289, and Crossready's 286. Oh, it's the end of the round, so I'm going to go from 10 up. Dave's Not Here, 146, Stephanie Ekros, 208, Game Show Craig, 212, Larry Boy, hey Larry Davis, 238, Sparkle Motion, 11 at 242, Hey Trivia Guy, 251, Jennifer Michael, 258, and then Crossready's F-Bomb and Garrus Vakarian. Awesome. I want to know who everybody is. I just want to know. And something made Sue laugh, and that's wonderful. Okay, so, round 2, y'all. It's over here. Hey, look, round 1, round 2. Hey, round 2. Okay, round 2, Shark Tank. Don't be a cockroach and answer these questions about the television show personalities that inspire entrepreneurs and some random entrepreneurs themselves. This is, again, a multiple choice round. Question 1. Mark Cuban, who sold his company, Broadcast.com, to Yahoo, ! For $5.7 billion. I'm sorry. I was slow on that. Owns what NBA basketball team? Is it Denver Nuggets, Houston Rockets, New Orleans Pelicans, or Dallas Mavericks? So here's a thing that I've mentioned in the past, and so most of you probably know. I am on like a 3-second delay, but this thing is not. So my job is to start reading the question and then like 3 seconds into reading it, hit forward so they're lined up for you. And it's like a little not easy. So sometimes I just start reading and then forget that I'm supposed to ever do anything at all. Yeah, so that's funny. I'm gonna take a sip. I forgot to say more about my wine. In a moment. Answer: Dallas Mavericks. Cuban gave dance lessons as a way to fund his education at Indiana University. Leaderboard. How are we doing? We have Garrus Vakarian 391 over F-Bomb 335 and Crossready's 332. All right, question 2. For the past 17 years, Lauren Grenier has hosted her show Clever and Unique Creations by Lori Grenier on what television network? Shop HQ, QVC TV, HGTV, or Home Shopping Network? this wine. So I didn't finish my second glass of wine that I poured myself last week, and instead of pouring it back in the bottle that I was going to share with roommates, I'm sorry. Oh my God, I've been talking over the silent time. You can't do that, Tommy. Instead of doing that, I poured it in like a to-go coffee cup with a lid with a little hole, and then put it in the fridge and forgot about it for a week until today. My roommate was like, "What's this?" And I was like, "Oh." So I'm drinking week-old wine, and I don't really notice the difference. Okay, answer was QVC TV. Other popular QVC shows include In the Kitchen with Mary, Shoe Shopping with Jane, and Carolyn's Closet. Cool. Cool. Leaderboard. Garris Fakarian missed it, so 391 is a less large lead over F-Bomb 379. It's only 12 points. You can conquer this. And Jennifer Michael 346. What a race. Question 3. What was the name of the spacecraft designed by Elon Musk's SpaceX company that recently launched on May 30th, 2020 and docked with the International Space Station? Is it Falcon 9, Crew Dragon, Scorpion Ship, or Dragon Ship? Or Falcon Scorpion, or Crew 9. I don't think I can read this fun fact. I was going to say more about wine, which for me, I really can barely tell the difference between any wines. And as I said that sentence, I realized that I forgot to do my once per round dad jokes. So I will have to do 2 dad jokes this round and get on it. Okay, I'm on it. I'm on the job. Okay. That's right. Crew Dragon is the answer. For trivia's sake, the rocket was called the Falcon 9 and the test flight was called Demo 2. The astronauts' names were Bob Behnken and Doug Hurley. I love the phrase "for trivia's sake." It just makes me want to turn that into the new for Pete's sake. Oh, for trivia's sake, can you just... That's my little... That's tickling me today. Leaderboard. We have Garris Fakarian missed it, 391. F-Bomb missed it, 379. Jennifer Michael missed it, 346. So hey, Trivia Guy, up only 11 points behind third place at 335. Well done. Question 4. What entrepreneur, who is worth $3 billion now and is among the richest African Americans in the world, was so poor growing up that she wore potato sacks as clothing? Is it Beyonce, Queen Latifah, Oprah Winfrey, or Serena Williams? And I realize also that I did 2 quarantine updates last round. So I did 2 of those, no dad jokes. So this round, let's do 2 dad jokes and no quarantine updates. I'm really, really getting the hang of this. Okay, dad joke number 1. Oh yeah, I have them written right here. But yeah, let's go with this one. So 2 muffins are in an oven. Some of you, I'm sure, have heard this. And they're just sitting in the oven, and one oven turns to the other oven and says, it's really hot in here, isn't it? And the other muffin turns to the first muffin and says, "Oh my God, a talking muffin!" I love that joke. Okay, that's right. The answer is Oprah Winfrey. Oprah. Wow, Oprah used to be the richest African American in the world. She's been surpassed recently by Robert F. Smith, founder of Vista Equity Partners. Who's he, and why have I not heard of the richest African American in America? Weird. Or in the world? In the world. I should know who that is. Leaderboard. Garris Fakarian, 436 over F-Bomb, 423, and Jennifer Michael, 395. Question 5. Kevin O'Leary, who dat? Known as Mr. Wonderful, who's that? Made his money selling the Learning Company. What's that? To what toy company that owns brands like Hot Wheels, and Fisher-Price? Heard of them. Is it Mattel, Hasbro, Jakks Pacific, or Namco Bandai? Good luck with that. Good luck with that one. I'm just going to rapid fire the dad jokes. Here's the second one. Here's my round 2 dad joke. Oh, this is so dumb. So this is from, I had a popsicle stick at summer camp one year that said, "What animal should you not play poker with?" You know, and that's like on the part of the stick you can see before you start eating the popsicle. And then I ate the popsicle and I got the answer and it said, "A cheetah." Mattel is the answer. That's right. Mattel was founded in 1944 by Elliot and Ruth Handler. Ruth was a secretary at Paramount Pictures before meeting and marrying Elliot. Leaderboard. Garrus Vakarian 483, F-Bomb 467, and Hey Trivia Guy 427. Okay. Question 6. Frequent guest shark Ronan Oza cut his teeth working for what company that owns brands like Odwalla, Dasani, and Honest Tea? Is it Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Starbucks, or Budweiser? The phrase "cut his teeth" reminded me. So I have two roommates. One is named Martha, and she's lovely, and one is named Ozzy, who's also lovely. And Ozzy moved in February, and she's Iranian, and she's great and rather fluent in English, but definitely still learning some idioms, and it's fun, sort of learning, like, probably she may not know the phrase cut their teeth and what that means. And I just keep discovering these weird idioms that we have in America that are fun to teach her and unpack why the hell they exist. Am I allowed to say hell? I assume so. Okay, answer is Coca-Cola. Among Coke's weird flavors launched around the world, Coca-Cola Coffee Plus, Coca-Cola Clear, Coca-Cola Orange, and Coca-Cola Green Tea. Seriously? I mean, clear I've heard of. Coffee, what? Orange? Green tea? Not drinking those. Leaderboard. Garrus Vakarian 528 over F-Bomb 510. Keep chasing him. F-Bomb. And Hey Trivia Guy 461. And I was saying as in them. So I'm not assuming a male gender on Garrus. I'm saying chase M. Pharaoh, not him. Question 7. What electronics entrepreneur partnered with Steve Jobs to form Apple Computer Company in 1976? That is unnecessary. In fact, incorrect. Elon Musk, so we apologize. Or Steve Wozniak, or Bill Gates, or Paul Allen. Who's Paul Allen? Movie recommendation. You guys. Okay. Kicking and Screaming from 1996. It's a Noah Baumbach movie. He did a bunch. It's fun to do. He did a bunch of I gotta catch up on the chat. He's done a bunch of movies like Margaret the Wedding, Squid and the Whale. What did he just do? Marriage Story, yada yada yada. Meyerowitz Stories on Netflix. But this is his maybe his breakout movie. It's so wonderful. Not to be confused with the Will Ferrell soccer comedy, which I have not seen and don't intend to. And I'll tell you more about why that movie's wonderful in a second. And the answer was Steve Wozniak. There was actually a third partner in Apple, Ronald Wayne. But 12 days into the venture, Wayne sold his 10% share in the company for $800. Today, they'd be worth $94 billion. They, as in those $800? Whoops, a blooper. Leaderboard. We have F-Bomb 539, Garrus Vakarian 528. F-Bomb took the lead. What? And Hey Trivia Guy 496. I don't know if Garrus just missed it or if he was just distracted by typing into the chat. It's fine, I'm a dude. I hope that the reason you got it wrong is not because you needed to write that. I'm assuming you had enough time for both things. And question 8, last question of the round. Boom. Shark Tank frequently features newer entrepreneurs who've had recent success. One such person is Sarah Blakely, the founder of what intimate apparel company out of Atlanta, Georgia? Is it Rotate, Spanx, Gauge 81, or Paris, Georgia? Before I start talking more about that movie. Stephanie, you bought a tent too? We must be missing camp. It's true. Also, I went camping last week with friends, like social distancing camping, 2 weeks ago, I guess. And it was lovely. And I'm just like, it's time for me to own a tent and stop borrowing every time I go. But I don't need the bathtub tarp thing because I live in California and it just feels frumpy to lie on. So I got this new one. I like it. Kicking and Screaming real quick. It's just like it's like Ferris Bueller. It's like John Hughes meets Judd Apatow. It's awesome. I highly recommend it. Okay, the answer was Spanx. Because she didn't want to pay somebody $5,000 to do it, Blakely bought a book on patents and wrote her own. That is very impressive. Leaderboard. How are we? I'm going to put this here. I hope it doesn't make a feedback and read it while I change this over. F-Bomb 584. Oh, but I have to go from number 10 up. That's right. Okay. So number 10, you guys. Dave's not here. 374. That's 9. Ice Pirate 228. Dave's not here. 374. Where is he? Where's Dave? Larry Boy. Larry is the father of my dear grad school friend Mary C. Davis, and his middle initial is not C, but I often call him Larry C. Davis because his first name rhymes with his daughter Mary. And he is delightful, and he's playing. And number 8, way to go, Larry, 422. Mere inches below Stephanie Ekros, who is the daughter of my dear camp friend Sue, and also, therefore, my dear camp friend Stephanie. She went to the girls' camp. Okay, talking too much about them. 453, Crossword Ease, 457, Sparkle Motion 11, 484, Jennifer Michael, 509, Hey Trivia Guy, 452, Garrus Vicarian, 571, and F-Bomb, 584. You go, Farrah Walker, but also you go, everybody else. Round 3. That's all, folks. You don't want to be the last to know, so let's see how much you know about these well-known lasts. This is a multiple choice round, and I'm going to put my banner up here for just a minute, just to remind you of who I am if you joined late. Question number 1. ESPN's documentary series, The Last Dance, tells the story of Michael Jordan's career with a particular focus on his final season with which team? Chicago Bulls, LA Lakers, Washington Wizards, or New York Knicks? The fun fact on this one, by the way, is for those of you who don't know, Michael Jordan played basketball. I'll also say that for those who don't know, he played baseball for about a year. That was after he retired briefly and then did baseball and then went back to basketball. Is that right? Did he ever overlap? Like Bo Jackson? Like Bo Jackson Horseman? I never thought of that before. BoJack Horseman, Bo Jackson. Is BoJack Horseman's son Bo Jackson? These are the things I think about when I'm by myself. The answer is the Chicago Bulls. If you didn't know that, then I wish you well. Keep doing that. Sorry about that. I just clicked the wrong thing. So close together. Okay. Leaderboard. We have a couple people missed it. I'm sorry. I support people that don't know sports. I know very little. Garrett, I mainly know Michael Jordan from Space Jam. Let's be honest. F-Bomb 629, Garrus Vicarian 618, and Jennifer Michael 545. Question 2. Which disco diva sang the 1978 hit Last Dance and also recorded Bad Girls and She Works Hard for Her Money? Gloria Gaynor, Thelma Houston, Donna Summer, or Vicky Sue Robinson? Fun fact here, Last Dance was the theme for the movie Thank God It's Friday. Quarantine share. It's been too long since the first round when I did 2 of them. That one will take a little while. Let's save that one for, So, y'all, I went to the Pride March last weekend. Yeah, and I had this sign, I'm gay for Black Lives. I thought that was fun. I'm with my friend Amanda. She's on my quarantine. She lives nearby and alone, so, we see each other. And it was a really lovely day. It was difficult to stay away from the humans, but we did our best, and it was lovely. And I'm in the clear. It's been a week, and I don't feel anything. Okay. Answer was Donna Summer. I already read that fact, so just enjoy the picture, both here and on your screens. Leaderboard. We have F-Bomb 574, Garrus Vicarian, 674 for F-Bomb, and Garrus Vicarian 666. Let's get off of that number before the devil comes to town. Stay away, Beelzebub. Hey Trivia Guy 588, Jennifer Michael 585. A lot of close races tonight. Question 3. Here's the last dance question. Which actor, known for playing Cat Stratford in 10 Things I Hate About You, which I never saw, starred with Sean Patrick Thomas in the movie Save the Last Dance? Is it Melissa Joan Hart, Julia Stiles, Jennifer Love Hewitt, or Neve Campbell? Fun fact, 10 Things I Hate About You was a modern retelling of Shakespeare's The Taming of the Shrew. I knew that, but I did not see that movie. It opened the same day as The Matrix, though. Wednesday, March 31st, 1999. But yeah, I didn't see it then. I should see it because I love Heath Ledger. Did love that performer. And Shakespeare adaptations are always fun. That's all I have to say about that. Answer is Julia Stiles. Already read the fact, so enjoy this picture of Julia Stiles. Leaderboard. F-bomb 718. Garrett's for Karen 711. It's so close. Hey, trivia guy. 632. Question 4. Okay, enough dancing. Which Civil War U.S. Army general had his last stand at the Battle of Little Bighorn? Is it George McClellan, Ulysses S. Grant, William Tecumseh Sherman, or George Armstrong? And my camp mom, Sue, I call her, because I've accidentally called her mom multiple times, texted me to say he was gambling huge bucks on basketball, and they told him to leave the game until things cooled down. There's more to the story. What who Michael Jordan was? Put it in the chat. I know. I'm sorry, Steph, that I never saw 10 Things I Hate About You. Is it really good? Oh, I'll add it to my spreadsheet of 230-something movies that I plan to see. No, it's like 250 because I just added some from... Oh, God, so many. Okay, well, anyway, answer is George Armstrong. Did I only say George Armstrong? I meant George Armstrong Custer is what I meant to say. It was on the next line. When there is only one soft serve ice cream kiosk left in your town, it's Custard's Last Stand. Speaking of dad jokes, I assume there's no like substantial information to that. It's just a joke, right? Because he had his last stand at the Battle of Little Bighorn, when there's only one soft serve ice cream kiosk left in town, it's Custard's Last Stand. I just love that. Okay. By the way, Sue Jakes tells me that Donna Summer is from Boston. Didn't know that. Garrus Vakarian took the lead again, 757, because he got it more quickly than F-Bomb, who also got it right, just more slowly. There are points for pace, if you don't know this. You probably can see that as the points, like, time down. F-Bomb, 472. Hey, trivia guy, 679. Question 5. Back to dancing, sort of, just for a sec. The documentary The Last Waltz is about which rock band consisting of 4 Canadians plus American drummer and vocalist Levon Helm. Or Levon? I didn't check that one. The rock stars, the musicians, the band, or some guys who play music. I hope that's the name of the band. By the way, The Last Waltz was directed by Martin Scorsese. Movie recommendation. Yeah, so don't watch this Will Ferrell soccer comedy, although, again, I didn't see it. But Waking Ned Devine. Y'all, if you have not seen Waking Ned Devine, get on it. Woo! It is one of the most delightful movies ever made. Oh, God, I'm just going to have to tell you about the plot in the next moment that I have. Answer, that's right, the band. Or to give you the fun fact, so enjoy this picture for one more second. Time's up. Leaderboard, how are we doing? We have Garrus Vakarian, 801, F-Bomb, 769, and Jennifer Michaels, 717. High scores, people. Question 6. James Fenimore Cooper wrote a famous 1826 novel about the last of which Native American tribe? The Apache, the Sioux, the Mohegans, or the Comanche? Yeah. Good luck with that one. And I know the answer. And Waking Ned Devine. Oh my God. So it's this like small, adorable Irish village, and this lead character and his wife are, bought a lottery ticket, and they watch the lottery and they don't win the lottery. And one of them, the dad, or both of them go to check in on their neighbor next door. I don't know if they're parents, the guy. They go next door to check on their neighbor, and the neighbor won the lottery, Ned Devine. He won the lottery and died from the shock of it because he's old and the shock. And I'll tell you a teeny bit more in a minute. And the answer is the Mohegans. Yeah, The Last of the Mohegans is part of a book series called... This just likes to shake. Book series called The Leatherstocking Tales. Why is it called that? Did they wear leather stockings? That's what I want to know. Leaderboard. We have Garrus Vakarian, 848, F-Bomb, 815, and Jennifer Michaels, 765. Question 7. In 1908, a toddler named Puyi was called to the Forbidden City and crowned the last emperor of which country? India, China, Korea, or Japan? I'm going to check to see if this phone is charged while I tell you more about Waking Up Divine, you guys. It is, yeah, this phone is just super dead and not charging well. The charge hole has always been a problem. You're going to have to imagine the laugh track when I tell you dad jokes, which I'm going to do in the next round. But yeah, so what they do is the guy pretends to be Ned Divine, because why not get the money from the, so like the lottery people come to town and the guy just pretends to be Ned Divine. The whole town is behind it and in on it, and it's just so, I'm giving away the first 15 minutes of the movie. It's so delightful. The answer is China. The film The Last Emperor about Puyi won the Best Picture Oscar. Gotta see that movie. Add it to the list. Question 8. And now for some famous last words. Which 16th century Frenchman, known for his ability to predict the future, said the night before he died, "Tomorrow at sunrise I shall no longer be here"? Is it Molière, Rasputin, Nostradamus, or Quasimodo? I'm sorry, I skipped over the leaderboard. 860. And Garrus Vakarian, 848. F-bomb took the lead. You guys, F-bomb took the lead. I read the question early. I'm sorry about it. But I'm not getting, you'll see in a minute. F-bomb, 860. Garrus Vakarian, 848. And Jennifer Michael, 801. Question 8. Boom. Boom. I just read it. Read it for yourself. I'm going to take my time to get this thing ready for the next round. And also prepare my dad joke. What's my next dad joke? Oh yeah, I like this one. This is just so stupid. So, hey guys, what time does Sean Connery like to go to Wimbledon? 10ish. I don't even need a laugh track because I just laugh myself. Oh, time's up. Nostradamus is the answer. People believe that Nostradamus predicted the Great Fire of London, the French Revolution, and the Apollo moon landings. Well done, Nostradamus. More like Yastradamus. Am I right? Leaderboard. We have F-bomb 903, Garrus Vakarian 848. F-bomb! What a lead! And then Hey Trivia Guy 836. What a race. Round, oh, I meant to go from the bottom. It's okay. I'll do that after round 4. But way to go, everybody. You guys, round 4. Okay, round 4 is coming up. This round, it's called Pick 3, and it's a little different. Instead of asking questions, we're going to give you a category, and you must select the 3 items on the screen that fit that category. You'll receive full points for 3 correct answers, half points for 2 correct answers, and no points for 1 correct answer, because as long as you pick 3 out of the 5, you can't get all 3 wrong, because you can only get maximum 2 wrong. What 3 things belong in the following sets? Okay, question 1. Toilet paper commercial jingles. Shiny Heiny song, The Toilet Song, Enjoy the Go, I'm Lovin' It, or Booty Smile Song. I love this question. It's great. It's pretty great. And I'm gonna have a sip of wine and a breath. Silent time over. Think about it, people. Sing the ditties in your head. See what feels right. See what feels like the thing that would make you buy toilet paper. And go with those 3. And did you go with the Shiny Heiny song, Booty Smile song, and Enjoy the Go? Then you are right. I'm loving it as McDonald's, you guys. The toilet song, we're going to learn about that in a second. So all 3 correct answers are Charmin jingles. The toilet song is a hit by the kids group The Wiggles. I mean, that is quite a band name. Group, band, they're different. I learned that there's a difference. Group is what they're called. Leaderboard. How are we doing? We have F-Bomb 935, Garrus Vicarian 868, Hey Trivia Guy 853. Yes. Okay, question 2, Billie Eilish songs. We have Bellyache, Violence, By a Friend, You Should See Me in a Crown, and My Name is Dark. And I can tell you this fun fact early. Billie recorded Ocean Eyes at 13 and reached viral fame. Ooh, the chat. Let me look at this chat. You never saw 10 Things I Hate About You. It's so good. Yes, I know. Okay. I guess I already read that. And Garrus says, it is really good. Some excellent work from the late, great Heath Ledger as well. Cool. Wow. I do love his work, so. Okay. Adding it to the list. I started a movie last night that's really, really weird. It's really weird. It's called El Topo. The answers are By a Friend, Bellyache, and You Should See Me in a Crown. Look at that picture for a second. Because I already read you the facts. And leaderboard. We have F-Bomb 953, Hey Trivia Guy 872, Garrus Vicarian 868. Wow, that's close. Okay. And question 3, Henry VIII's wives. We have Elizabeth, Catherine, Anne, Jane, and Mary. Okay, movie recommendation for round 3. Not that one. I missed this one. Yeah, I'm going to save this one for... It doesn't matter. Okay, quiz show, you guys. Oh, it's so good. It was nominated Best Picture in 1994. It's a true story about Ralph Fiennes plays this guy who's like just basically a puppet of the quiz show company. Like John Turturro plays a guy who's like crushing it on this game show. But he's like not very attractive. So the producers decide, you know what? Let's get a more attractive guy to lead. So they like slip him the answers. I'll tell you more about it in a second. Oh my God. Okay. The answers are Catherine, Anne, and Jane. 3 of Henry's wives were a Catherine, and all 6 of them have our sympathies. Well done. Leaderboard. What do we got? We've got F-Bomb 953, Garrus Vicarian 910, and Hey Trivia Guy 908. All 3 top people got all 3 thingies. Question 4. Companies with orange logos. Nikon, Nickelodeon, Rockstar Games, Sonic, and Home Depot. So they find a way to cheat, like slip in the answers during it. I forget how they do it. And it's about that. It's just a fascinating movie. Highly recommended. I haven't seen it since I was a kid. Think it holds up. Don't know. Hope it does. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna start my quarantine share. It's gonna take multiple questions to cover all of my quarantine share. For those who aren't friends with me on Facebook, you won't know that a cute thing. My roommates did something really cute for me on Monday. Backstory that will help you know about that or understand what I tell you about it is that I work at a summer camp in Vermont. More about that in a minute. Answers are Home Depot, Rockstar Games, and Nickelodeon. The orange blotch on the Nickelodeon logo is called a splat. Yeah, makes sense. There's a lot of splat on that show, isn't there? What's that stuff that kids love now? It's called goo or something. That's also from Nickelodeon, isn't it? Kids are like selling goo on YouTube. Okay. Kids are weird. Leaderboard we have. Kids are so 2020. F-Bomb. Only got 1 or 2, but still in the lead. 972. Garrus Vicarian 950. And Hey Trivia Guy 929. Nice. Question 5. We have flightless birds, y'all. We have Rhea, Kiwi, Emu, Puffin, and Mallard. Huh? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? I don't know. Sorry. I was late in toggling it over, and I do apologize. Gives me more time to start to tell you about my Monday night. So, yeah, I work at a camp called Lanakila. It means victory in Hawaiian. It is in Fairleigh, Vermont. And I've spent 20 years there. I direct the musical, and I love it. And this summer, there is not camp for, COVID reasons. And that's super sad. And it's really sad for the community. And I'm mainly sad for kids who we're going to be there for their last summer or like summer as counselors in training. It's just like, so sad. Missed special experiences that people have been looking for forever, looking forward to forever. So Monday night was the night that I was supposed to arrive at camp. Instead, to be continued. Answers: emu, rhea, and kiwi. BT dubs: mallards are not only capable of flight, but are better than most ducks. Cool, great. What makes them better? I don't know. Leaderboard: we have F-Bomb 993, Garrus Vicarian 991, Neck and Neck, Hey Trivia Guy 967, also close. Oh! Question 6. Parts of the human skin. We have metatarsal, sweat glands, phalanges, I worked on this. Subcutaneous tissue, and epidermis. So on Monday, my friend came over, my quarantine friend Amanda from that Pride March picture, came over for a weekly movie night, which they like worked out changing the night of in a sneaky way that I didn't think about at all. And she asked to walk around the neighborhood because she might move to an apartment behind us and wants to know the neighborhood. Super good excuse to get me out of the house. We're on a walk for 45 minutes while my 2 roommates and 2 other friends come over, and they just sort of set up the front lawn in a special way. And when I get back to the house, to be continued, answers are epidermis, subcutaneous tissue, and sweat glands. Phalanges and metatarsals are part of feet and generally under the skin. If not, seek medical attention. Example of a joke that I said we're going to be hitting in some of the fun facts tonight. Leaderboard, what do we got? Oh, Garrus Vicarian took the lead 1032 over F-Bomb 1024. I bet you guys are like working it to try to answer quickly. Woo! Hey Trivia Guy is in third at 1,006. 1,006. Question 7. Sizes of Starbucks drinks. We have Trenta, Venti, Medio, Tall, and Due. So, pictures. We also have to do a joke. 2 more questions. Oh my god. I got back to the house, and what do I see? They have Lanakila West. What's that? So my campus, Lanakila West. Why is that sign up? My roommate there. What? Okay. And then I walk onto the lawn, and 2 other friends pop out with ukuleles. And what's happening? We sit down for a ceremony, and Martha honors me the honorary lays for me to be the inaugural director of Camp Lanakila West to happen in our front yard. And we sit around and sing songs and tell stories for a while. And we went inside and watched this slideshow of camp and a fun quarantine video that camp people made. And then this was our end of the night picture. It was so lovely. To be continued. And the answers were Tall, Venti, and Trenta. I have never heard of the size Trenta from Starbucks, but that's cool to know. A human bladder can hold up to 16 ounces comfortably. A Trenta is 30 ounces. Starbucks, what's going on? Why would you drink more than your bladder can? I guess people might go to the bathroom while they have their drink if you just want to, nurse it for a while. Anyway, our sizes are unnecessarily large. Leaderboard. Garrus Vicarian 1052 over F-Bomb 1043. They both missed one. Oh man, that's so close. If you can't tell, the yellow on the side means you got like 2 of the 3, and green means you got them, and red means you missed at least 2. Or 2 in this case, or missed it in other rounds. Anyway, Hey Trivia Guy 1033. Okay, question 8, last question of the round. Actors who have played Dracula. We have Christopher Lee, Peter Boyle, Sting, Bela Lugosi, and Adam Sandler. I've done Dave quiz show, Kicking and Screaming, and Waking and Divine. Okay, I'll do Spanish Prisoner before the next. But Quarantine Chair, guys, it was so lovely of them. It made me feel like, the West Coast has a home for me too. It was so sweet. But you know what? I do have enough time to tell you about the Spanish Prisoner, so I'm going to start talking about it right now. Guys, Farrah already texted me to say, what? She said, I love Spanish Prisoner. I don't know if I knew that. I don't know if I did. It is a David Mamet movie. David Mamet is a famous screenwriter, for those who don't know about him. Playwright primarily. More about that later. And the answer Answers are Bela Lugosi, Christopher Lee, and Adam Sandler. What movie did he do? I don't know what movie he did that. I don't know. Anyway, sorry. Sting was only Frankenstein's monster. That's the fun fact. So was Peter Boyle in Young Frankenstein. He's most famous for is the dad in Everybody Loves Raymond, right? I mainly know him from While You Were Sleeping. Anyway, love that movie. Hotel Transylvania, he played the voice. Thank you, Stephanie. Slime. That's what the stuff, like, and Quiz Show isn't fantastic. I agree. Okay. We love Quiz Show. We love Slime. No, we don't, but we know what it's called. Okay. Leaderboard. We have Garrus Vakarian 1079 over F-Bomb 1061 and Hey Trivia Guy 1053. So close. Fair and I talked about it at our last play. My memory's a sieve. I can't. Okay, y'all, we're on to round. There are flaws in my system, everybody. Boom. Okay. We're ready for round 5, but before we do, take a moment. Spanish Prisoner. Write it down. 1997 gem. It's like it's like, how do you describe it? It's suspense. It's suspense, but it's got this like nice slow pace to it, and it's just an amazing plot. David Mamet, when he directs his own movies, they're generally not as good. When he takes his plays and adapts them into movies, or just there are a couple of his plays that were made into movies and directed by other people, like Glengarry Glen Ross and American Buffalo, and those are phenomenal. But sometimes he just like makes a movie, writes it, directs it, and they're not very good. Spanish Prisoner is the only of his movies, I think, that was not based on a successful play of his, but is terrific, and I highly recommend it. It's just really well done, well composed. Okay. Answer fast. Question. This round is one question long. And since John is not here tonight to put little tips in the chat, I'm going to make sure I mention everything. I'm going to read this and then add things. It consists of 5 clues that get progressively easier. So the whole round is only one question. It is not multiple choice. You're going to type it in with your thumbs or whatever digits you want. You get the idea. The faster you answer it, the more points you get. I'm going to give you 5 hints, okay? And they'll get progressively more and more detailed. I'm going to go off script. This is what's going to happen. I'm going to give you one fact, another one, another one, another one, another one. By the 5th one, it'll be really obvious who it is. The first fact will be kind of vague, right? And so how many points you get has to do with how early in the whole procedure you figure out who it is. And you'll type it in, boom. Cool? Here's the thing. Once you type it in, you're locked into those points, okay? Unlike before, when, if you didn't know, you could change your answer and just get fewer points, get like what the timer's down to by then. But if you change it, you can enter and then be like, no, wait, I think it's this one. You can change it. This one, you can't do that. Once you answer your thing, once you submit it, it keeps you from just constantly writing things in until you have it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Keep in mind, though, spelling counts, okay? Do not put a space before or after the answer. Don't do that, because it may not get read well. And this time, it's only one word. That's a little hint, but just it'll save you the relief of like, can I put a space in the middle? Irrelevant. Okay? Here we go. Clue 1. I am over 5,000 years old. My earliest form was unearthed in an archaeological dig in the ancient city of Ur in southern Mesopotamia. In ancient Egypt, I was known as Albuquerque. Nearly 4,000 years later, in 1100 AD, I was called Phersis in France. What am I? I'm going to prepare this while you think about that for just a second. I didn't do my last dad joke. I'll do it after the next fun fact, okay? I promise you. I'll squeeze in a dad joke. We're going to squeeze in a dad joke. There's always room for a dad joke, okay? Okay. Hint clue 2. In Europe, I am called droughts. In 1952, Arthur L. Samuel created the first program capable of simulating me on a computer. What am I? Dad joke. What is it? Oh, okay, right. So why do scuba divers jump out of the boat backwards? Anyone? Because if they jump forwards, they're just gonna land inside the boat. I love that joke. I wish I had a laugh track. Oh, canned applause. I learned that joke last summer. I very much loved it. Maybe it was 2 years ago. Who cares? Okay, clue 3. In an entirely different context, I am also a famous speech given by Richard Nixon on September 23rd, 1952, because he references his family dog, which bears my name. Can't, while I swallow. Is that enough time on that one, y'all? Is that enough time on that one? Okay. Clue 4. Clue 4! I am played on the same board as chess. According to my rules, to capture a piece of your opponent, your piece leaps over one of the opponent's pieces and lands in a straight diagonal line on the other side. What am I? I think this is one I would have gotten it. But I would not have I shouldn't say that. Sue just texted me saying lost the sound. You can hear me, right? Will someone put into the chat and confirm that you can hear me? She said never mind. Maybe she lost sound on her. Or maybe she meant the sound effects on my phone. Who knows? Sorry to read that out loud, so if that matters to you. Okay, everyone ready for clue 5? It's the last clue, everybody. I am a game played on a board with black and white or black and red squares, where each player starts with 12 round pieces. What am I? I'll give you one last moment of silent time to think about that one. It really is summer with this glass, isn't it? I'm going to put this on for the ending here. It's been a pleasure, y'all. We ready to hear the answer? And it's, yes, that's right, checkers. Fun fact, in 1994, for the first time, a computer program became the checkers world champion. It was called Chinook, and it was developed at the University of Alberta. Chinook. When did it adapt from Chinook to checkers? That's what I would like to know. And who spells it with a Q-U? People in Europe? Probably. Those English. Hilarious. Farrah says, I hear you. Thank you. Okay. I'm so eager to see who won because it was real close. It is real close. Hey, trivia guy! What? Oh, man! You haven't been leading in forever, or if at all the whole game. Oh, he got it fast. Espn plummeted to number 7. Sorry about it, Farrah. Oh, what a game shaker. Oh, wow. Also, so many points ahead of Garrus Vakarian. I'm sorry, that's just like, it was like, whoa, that's my simulation of how that game went. Okay, hey, trivia guy, 1347, congratulations. Farrah just texted me, biggest downfall ever. Farrah is F-bomb if you've not picked up on that by now. That's funny. Okay, from the bottom, here we go. I'm going to name everybody just to give shout out love to everyone. Susan Hurlbert Jakes, 0. I'm sure you're just in there to, yeah, anyway. Farrah answered too quickly and paid the price. That happens. That's what happened, Garrus, to your competitor. And, hey, trivia guy. That's what happened to your competitor. Josh Ratch. Is that Josh Ratchford? Is that how you spell his name? Hi, Josh Ratchford, if that's you. Anyway. I don't think so, though. At 46, Dylan Hauser. Thumbnails are too small. I can't tell. Dylan Hauser, 94. Antonio Ramirez, 103. Chinesky 200, Ice Pirate 714, Game Show Craig 724, Dave's Not Here 849, Larry Boy 13 1059, F-Bomb 1061, Stephanie Ekras 1162, well done. Crossword Ease 1163, Jennifer Michael 1203, Sparkle Motion 11 1230, Garrus Vicarian 1266, and Hey Trivia Guy 1347. Very proud of that come from behind victory. 10th to Craig. Congratulations. That my tone sounded more sarcastic than I meant it to. That's a genuine congratulations. And what do we have here for the little crowns and stuff? Homer, love the Homer avatar. Yes, not Homer meme, not Homer a movie or whatever. Homer avatar. Boom. Okay, y'all. That's a wrap for us. It's been a pleasure. Thank you all for tuning in. I'll be here next week, Friday at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. Don't need to tell you guys because you're the ones that knew that and were here. Tomorrow night, I believe it'll be Richard Sue for some more Triviamatic. It's here every night, just different hosts, but it is every night if you didn't know that. So if you had fun, come back for more. And let's get more of a crowd going. Let's tell your friends to join in next week. It'll be fun, okay? Thanks for playing, everybody. I really had fun, and what an epic race, huh? Epic race. As a capper of the evening, I will read you the dad joke that I found on Google and was tempted to go with, but it's just so bad. This is really bad. Ready? It's, Dad, can you put the cat out? I didn't know it was on fire. It's just, that's like one of the better jokes. I Googled dad jokes and I got a website that made me realize that I really just need to search my brain rather than Google. Nope. Bad jokes. Okay. Sorry, I just moved over my Chrome and saw my live stream on 3-second delay. It's like looking at myself in a rain delayed mirror. Okay, I'm gonna hit the end stream button, everybody. It's been fun. See y'all next time. Bye.